Welcome back, trackside. Once again, race fans here to the Turn 3 Racing Network. The ASMR Hauck Designs Xfinity Series fires things off for the final time here in season number 2. Drivers chasing after the championship. Qualifying has opened up on the track. We'll get to some of that shortly. Point standings very tight amongst the championship 3 here tonight from this 1.5 mile progressively banked high-speed oval nestled in Dade County. Homestead, Miami Speedway, 120 laps tonight, 180 miles in the Vice City, 180. And has drivers already underway on trackside. Before we head down trackside, how you doing? How you feeling? Out there in TV land, race fans, glad you all join us here tonight. As always, David the Cave bringing you all the calls from trackside. Speaking of that trackside, what do you say we throw some of the qualifying times up? Final time to snatch the David Spears Design Pole Award, and it looks like we've got a little bit of a hiccup and hang up on the graphics. We'll see if we can't get that fixed up and worked out for you. But for the time being, the Mentality 27 Toyota Supra at the front of the field, and don't speak too soon, don't blink an eye. Todd Cray making a reemergence on the scene after missing out last week. Missed out on his championship opportunities, unloading. Quick and happy hour, quick time here in qualifying for Todd Cray. 33-36 is the David Spears Design Pole Award for the time being, with the final few seconds rolling off of the stopwatch. Drivers have only 2 minutes to lay down that fast time, and only Patrick Coro yet to turn in a time lap here tonight. So we're going to watch keenly as Coro going to break to a 12th position with his first time lap. And as we mentioned, Todd Craig, top of the speed charts, looks to snatch that final David Spears Design Pole Award here tonight from Homestead Miami Speedway. Can Coro get the job done? Nicholas Wing will improve, but it's not going to be enough. Coro will cross the line, and where's he going to jump to? The second lap seems to be just a tick slower, so Coro not going to gain any positions. He's going to slot in around that 12th position. Michael Overstreet unable to improve on that 4th place showing, so that's going to do it for the final time here in season number 2. Todd Cray walks away with the quick time in qualifying. Fast lap going to belong to that PR Tacos Palace Margarita Bar. Pits for Paradise, Infinite Hero. Number 21, Chevy Camaro, Todd Cray, back out front, and he will lead us to the green flag. 60 seconds remaining in qualifying, but it's not going to be needed. Drivers already turning in those time lapse, and the pole position belongs to Todd Cray. So just few more things to get underway here tonight. We're going to take ourselves a brief commercial break, head trackside for the national anthem, and get things fired up and ready to go in the Vice City 180 for the ASMR Hauck Designs Xfinitty Series. Don't go anywhere, race fans. We'll be right back.
The most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic, real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $400,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
So proudly wailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rackets regular, the boats bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
And back high above the track as we get set for these drivers to make their way off of pit road. The final flyover behind us as we jump closer to the track. Drivers already behind the wheel of their Xfinity machines, and we are set to roll here tonight in the Vice City 180. A long night, a long race, a lot to be gained throughout the point standings. We're going to get into some of that throughout tonight's race. Have some of those talking points coming for you, because it's not just about the battle for that season hardware. A lot of close battles outside, looking in, looking to improve the top 10 finishing positions in the overall championship. But we've got one more race to roll through here tonight, the Vice City 180 with the ASMR Hauck Designs Xfinitty Series. Man, 15 drivers in the field here tonight. As you hear the familiar sounds in the background, you know it's time to run down the starting lineup for tonight's Vice City 180 here from Homestead, Miami Speedway, and drivers will roll off of pit road starting inside row number 1 behind the wheel of that 21 machine. Todd Cray yet again leads us to the green flag. Cody Schultz right beside him. Mark Janikin back in row number 2, followed alongside by the 39 of Michael Overstreet. Back in row number 3 tonight from Homestead, Miami Speedway, the Wheel 16 machine of Derek Moore. Chris Abate just to his outside in that 6th position. Row number 4 tonight, 404 of Dave Gage, followed by the 67 of Charles Northcutt, Doug Argabright, and Kyle Munson rounding out your top 10. McConville, Coro, back in row 6. Row number 7, and the final man in the field, Nicholas Wing, Zach Miller, and Jeremy Shear. As the music fades, we'll get set and let these engines roar, and green flag flies for the first time here tonight from Homestead, Miami Speedway. A little bit of a stack up right around that 4th and 6th position. Michael Overstreet heading to the top of the speedway, looking for some momentum off of turn number 2. It's going to be there. He's going to grab that 4th position away. Now looking for 3rd, more to the bottom of the racetrack. Quick action here from Homestead, Miami Speedway. Todd Cray showing the way, doubled up there between that 5 of Cody Schultz and the 39 of Michael Overstreet. They're going to go at it for position early here tonight inside of your top 5. Drivers still jockeying for positions before settling in. 4th and 5th. Up for grabs. The 7th and 8th, hotly contested. 4-4 of Dave Gage right there, just sitting in 6th, ready to pounce if he can gain a position or 2. So as lap number 3 goes on the board, we'll drop that Tommy in scoring over there to the left-hand side of your screen. Todd Cray already out to just about a half a second advantage over teammate Clark Janikin, who sits in 2nd. Janikin fighting for that the season hardware coming into tonight's race. 4 points out right now as they run with Christian Abate, your points leader coming into tonight's race. Struggling in that 45 Red Mist podcast. Ford Mustang Abate back to the 8th position. Northcutt up the wall, up the track and into the wall. Ooh. A little bit of door check there out of Northcutt, and Abate's going to go right into the outside wall. Big trouble early for your points leader. Big trouble early here for your points leader, as he's going to catch some contact on both sides of the car. The 45, a little door check out of Northcutt on the inside, contact with the outside wall, and you can see around That right front, the wheel well bent in a little bit of aero damage going on to the hood right there. So Avanti with a big struggle early here tonight. That's going to shift our focus to two drivers at the front right here. Derek Moore, the man just off in front. Clark Janikin sitting in second. It's going to be a battle between these two drivers. Moore, 21 points out of points lead, needing to pretty much sweep the numbers here tonight. He missed out on the pole position, so we're waiting for confirmation on whether or not mathematically with the race win, if it is still possible for that 16 of Moore to take the championship. If he can get the most laps led and walk away with the race win, Moore may still have that opportunity and chance, but Janikin is going to have trouble. Christian Avanti already with trouble. So things playing out in a real way right now on track for Derek Moore, sitting in third, looking to run down. And Janikin can take that second position of 1.5 seconds out to your race leader, so a little bit of work still ahead of the man behind the wheel of that 16. Battles on track. Let's head back here. A little bit of a hornet's nest as we cross the line to begin lap number 8 here tonight. The 91 of Patrick Coro going at it with the 69 of Andrew McConville. McConville going to stay to the top of the racetrack. Going to see the position, and Coro with a good 1 and 2. He's going to close right in on that spectrum. Number 8 of Kyle Munson. Munson struggling with a little bit of speed, has been stagnant in the 10th position, right where he qualified here tonight. So just kind of holding serve for the time being as we open things up on lap number 9. Looking around, let's head a little further through the field. How about a battle going on right here? Right behind Dave Gage. He's got Michael Overstreet and Charles Northcutt. Battling behind him, Derek Moore and Cody Schultz battling in front. Tell you what, let's take a look off of the right side. Taking a look back. And Overstreet, Northcutt, Nicholas Wing, all lined up, all looking for a position. Riders beginning to string out just a little bit here on lap number 10. Still a very long way to go. Will we see a round of green flag pit stops? Looks like the race is trending in that direction, so we'll see if we keep this thing clean and green all night long. Northcutt in Wing going at it for position. That's going to be 7th and 8th on the racetrack. The 99 drops to the bottom of the track, looking for the slide job off of 2. He's going to clear and keep the position. A little late for a crossover move in Northcutt. We'll have to settle to fight another lap. He's going to stay to that mid to high lane, looking for some momentum through 3 and 4. But Wing with a great exit on the bottom of the racetrack. He's going to close right in on the 39 of Michael Overstreet. A few battles out there on the track, but nothing contested at the front. Todd Cray walking away right now over a 1 second advantage over Clark Janikin, who needs to finish in front of Derek Moore. Right now, at this point in time, with Christian Avanti early trouble and running in 15th, that is definitely going to be enough to put Janikin in that overall points lead. In I don't want to say insecured, because that's not the right words, but all but locking up that season championship. Janikin, at this point in time, 13 laps in. You gotta wonder if the crew chiefs have come over the radio at all and just, hey man, look, let's not fight for positions. Let's not cook these right tires. We've got a lot of ground that we can give up. We've got to bring this thing home, though. mean, you're 17, 18 points ahead of Derek Moore in the points championship. You can give him that position. If he runs us down, let him go. We do not have to battle for that position. Big picture here. And I wonder when those crew chiefs, or when that crew chief may begin to get on the radio and let Janikin know what the championship picture's really looking like. We've got battles still raging on, though, right here, right behind Gage and Schultz, Nicholas Wing, Michael Overstreet, Charles Northcott, going on 4 positions on track. The 7th, 8th, and 9th as they run. And as we said, there's some tight battles out there, not just in your overall season championship, the fight for the season hardware, but we've got very close battles between Kyle Munson, Charles Northcutt, Cody Schultz. They're all knotted up with each other, fighting for those 4th, 5th, and 6th positions in the championship for the moment. Looks like Cody Schultz may have a little bit of an advantage right now. 1 position up on Northcutt, but multiple spots in front of Kyle Munson. So, Nicholas Wing, big slide off of 4. Able to keep the car under him. We continue green flag racing on lap number 17. Argabright, Shear, they're in a battle in the points championship as well. Shear 10 points back from that 41 of Argabright. So Shear's got a little bit of work to do, sitting back here in the 12th position, battling right now with the 38 machine of Zach Millard. He's going to take that position away in the circle. Your Warner, your way. Ford Mustang of Jeremy Shear going to take over the 12th position and force that 213 Simware.com 38 Toyota Supra back to the 13th position. We've still got battles out in front of this one. Let's go back to Derek Moore. There he is, nice and clear of the field, but the battle right behind him, Dave Gage, closing in, has run down Cody Schultz and took that 4th position away. A little bit of a hometown track for this 404 of Dave Gage, the PR Taco Palace and Margarita Bar machine driver out of the Orlando area. Loves when he gets to come to Daytona in the Homestead and Gage. One of those fast drivers in happy hour, looking to back it up here with some race pace as we cross the line this time around. Lap number 20 goes on the board. All 15 drivers still on track. All 15 drivers still on the lead lap. About a half a lap behind, though, is Christian Abate. We're going to take a look right here. And yeah, that right front damage. Pretty significant. I think we've got a better on-board camera look. There you go. Let's take a look at this 45 Red Mist podcast machine. You can see the right front fenders, wheel well, hood, all crinkled up. He's going to have some damage control to do on pit road, but he's going to need some help. He's going to need a caution flag to get this thing fixed. I don't think there's going to be enough time on a green flag pit stop cycle to really work on the damage substantially. It's going to be more of a band-aid at that point in time. So as we cross the line with 100 to go, Todd Cray shows the way out front by almost 2 seconds. We'll jump around, give you some more looks and some more battles. There you can see the Hauck Designs EE Sports Machine of Doug Arger behind the 41, sitting in the 9th position for the time being, has the 8 Spectrum Ford Mustang of Munson behind him. Little scrape to the outside wall, and I tell you what, maybe a little bit of a broadcaster curse right there. So we're going to jump around the track Try to bring you as many of the battles, as much of the action as we can here as Derek Moore. Extreme high line through 3 and 4. We're going to keep our eye on Moore. See if that is a calculated move or more of a mishap. And Moore is losing ground quick. He is losing speed quick. Cody Schultz, all of a sudden, here he is, right on that rear deck lid. Just a handful of car lengths off. Looking to take the final spot in the podium here tonight in the Vice City 180 for the American Sim Motor Racing Series. Right here on iRacing.com, the world's #1 racing simulator. They've got it all from open wheel to dirt tracks. You're looking for rallycross. They got it too. Scanned with millimeter and laser precision. All the tracks, cars, and physics. Absolutely phenomenal. That's why professional teams turn to the track right here on iRacing.com. If you ain't got it yet, you better go get it. If you can rub elbows and get out there on the track and mix things up right here each and every Monday night with the ASMR Hauck Designs Xfinity Series. Battle for third now as Cody Schultz puts that Mountain Land Supply Company #5 Ford Mustang to the bottom of the racetrack, fighting a fellow Ford to the high side. The M's Oil 16 machine of Derek Moore, fighting for his championship life, but sitting over 6.5 seconds back from race leader Todd Cray. He is going to need a caution flag to help his chances of walking away with the season hardware here tonight. Schultz still taking on the bottom. Close side-by-side racing action for the final spot on the podium, and Cody looking to pick up and secure a top 5 finish in the overall points championship. So a lot on the line here tonight for that 5, and a lot on the line for the 16. Cody edging, oh, big wiggle. That a Derek Moore, you can see him twitch and wiggle twice on corner exit, and that was just enough to put Schultz into that 3rd position. We're going to take a look around the track once again. Let's go to a handful of battles. A little look at Michael Overstreet as he's got Dave Gage and Charles Northcutt going at it behind him. Gage falling outside of the top 5, still up 1 position from where he qualified, sitting in 6th. As we continue to click off these green flag laps, 28 laps now into the Vice City 180 with the SMR Hauck Designs Xfinity Series. Some gaps opening up, almost a 3-second advantage now for Cray out front. And this is where you can really get into race management, right? No time for managing anything for the moment. Northcutt going to close right in on the rear deck lid of Dave Gage. Follow him down into turn number 3, and I tell you what, let's jump on board. Nice little ride around the track with this Philadelphia Eagles sponsored 67 Ford Mustang of Northcutt. You can hear him down there, the throttle coming out of the corner. Loses a little ground on the front stretch as they re-enter turn 1. Oh my gosh, did you see that gain? Really working the bottom here tonight. Northcutt from 3 car lengths back to taking the position, and Gage gonna have a big bobble in the center of 3 and 4 and lose 3 to 4 car lengths by the time they finish the lap. 30 laps goes on the board. We've got 90 remaining here tonight from Homestead Miami Speedway, and Christian Abate may be waving that white flag. He is down onto pit road. First driver onto pit lane. Going to be the first driver to lose a lap. Todd Cray, race leader, to pit road. Race leader Todd Cray comes to pit road. That's going to open up the door for Clark Janikin to take over the race lead. So 30 laps in we were beginning to wonder when we would see some of those green flag pit stops, and we've got a handful down pit road. Todd Crane, Nicholas Wing, Jeremy Shear, all on to pit road. And Abanti's problems compounded on pit road. Long stop here for Abanti as they are choosing to go ahead and fix up some of that damage. Tough break here tonight for that 45. He's going to be listed multiple laps down, and his championship has gone away. Clark Jenikin showing the way. The Mentality 27 machine able to put Todd Gray one lap down. Gray with much fresher tires going to close right in on him. And Clark still yet to make his first green flag pit stop, maybe hoping for a caution flag here, trying to trap a handful of drivers off of the lead lap. Todd Gray, Nicholas Wing, Jeremy Shearer all listed one lap down, but Gray no longer. He's going to try to deep into the corner. Put himself back onto the lead lap, sitting back in the 12th position. Caution flag will do Janikin no good at this point in time. Derek Moore sitting in second. Cody Schultz back in third. Michael Overstreet and Charles Northcutt round down your top five. A little bit of a battle here. Let's go right here on track. Kyle Munson beat up the rear bumper of Northcutt. Dave Cage right there looking to recover after a big moment behind that 67 about 5 laps ago. Gage had a huge moment on the bottom of the track through 3 and 4, gave up a ton of ground. And Kyle Munson, how about this? Slowly but surely, methodically, long run pace behind the wheel of that number 8 Spectrum Ford Mustang. Munson now into the top 5. Biggest mover of the night, up 5 positions. Munson looking for some more. Oh, bit of a moment as Nicholas Wing looking to work his way through with the fresh tires. Forced to run the high lane. That's going to give Northcutt a little bit of an advantage through the corner, but it's not going to be enough. Munson going to keep the position for the time being. Clark Janikin continues to stay out on the track, continues to show the way. 4.2 is second advantage for Janikin over the field. Cody Schultz closing in on Derek Moore for what will be that second position. And when do you pull the trigger here? I mean, Todd Crane, Nicholas Wing, Jeremy Shear, all to pit road back on lap 30. We are 6 laps further than that last time around. Almost a full 2 seconds faster. Todd Crane going to run a 33.48 to race leaders. 35.31. So almost a full 2 seconds faster. We're going to continue to watch the lap times. Because how much time are you willing to really give up? Janikin sitting in the catbird seat. This thing were to end right now, he would walk away as your season champion with Derek Moore behind him. Gonna lose a little more ground if he finishes behind him. Christian Abanti, your season points leader coming into tonight's race. Trouble parked on pit road. Back in 15th, and that is more than enough. Points gained for Janikin, who came into tonight's race sitting just 4 points behind. We showed the way. 3.5 second advantage. You gotta be pretty happy. You gotta be pretty calm, pretty cool behind the wheel of this Mentality number 27 machine. And Janikin, despite having some big failures. We're gonna call it like it is. Clarky, you know how we are about things. Walking away with this 4th win of the season last week from Auto Club Speedway. I believe it was his fourth. We'll have to check in on that one. Are we getting that right? Looking at the stats guy over there, they're going to take a brief little wink at me, and yeah, it is 4 race wins for Janikin. Only 2 for Aponte, who came into tonight's race with that points lead. So again, able to get to victory lane, but when there is trouble, there has been big trouble for this 27. You gotta ask yourself, like we already mentioned and as we already said, a third of the way through tonight's race, how much does Janikin try for this race win? You pretty much bring this thing home with the top 5, and you've locked up that championship. At this point in time, another 10 to 15 laps led, and Derek Moore will be mathematically eliminated from being able to raise that season hardware. The laps are running out on Moore's opportunity to lead the most laps, so a lot of things coming together. We'll know a little clearer about the halfway point of tonight's race, but with Aponte with big trouble, that has taken a big portion, a big influence on tonight's race right out of the picture. And Dave Cage gonna have some trouble. And he's gonna head to pit road. The 404 of Dave Cage with some trouble on track, and he's gonna head right down pit road immediately. So the 404 may have quite an extended stay as well. Last race of the season, tough track, still catches a few of these veterans out. Derek Moore gonna pull the trigger and come to pit lane. Charles Northcutt follows him down pit road. Now almost a 12-second advantage for Janikin, who's got to be saving fuel. You gotta be saving fuel and tires. Is he trying to make this a one-stop race? I would never think a 120-lap race is going to be a one-stopper. No, it's not. Right here, coming to pit road. Looks to be a 2-stop night for Janikin. He's going to blow the car up and bring it to pit road. Michael Overstreet right here, bringing his 39 machine down to pit road. The 8 of Kyle Munson going to stay out, get himself back onto the lead lap as Doug Argabright comes back to pit road, and there goes Todd Craig. Craig going to take back over the race lead, and he's going to have the race lead in a big way. Came to pit road back on lap number 30. Last time around, he was still almost 2 seconds faster than race leader. Northcutt now listed off of the lead lap in the 10th position. Overstreet, Munson, Shear, Moore, all right there, trying to keep their hopes and dreams alive. Overstreet going to lose a lap and lose the position to Northcutt, who sits in that lucky dog position. "15 laps away from the halfway point here, and Todd Cray out to a 20-second advantage on the field. Absolutely putting it on him right now. Charles Northcutt, about 12 lap fresher tires, and you can see the difference that the grip makes. Looks to the inside, loses the front end, loses the nose and a little bit of that dirty air. What does Todd Craig do right here? Does he let him go by? And Northcutt going to push him just a little bit into turn number 3. Look at that mid lane, going to pinch him down just a bit. Slideways off of 4. Northcutt with the position, and Charles Northcutt going to put himself back onto the lead lap the good old-fashioned way. And see, here's that differential, race fans. We talked about some of the timing there at a Todd Cray being almost a full 2 seconds faster on those fresher tires. Taking a look back at Clark Janikin, 33.54 to Cray's 34.54. So just a 1 second differential. So he is going to eat up some of that gap. He is going to reel Cray back in just a little bit. But Todd still that extra second gain for about 12 of the 14 laps. I mean, that is a lot of time to lose on the track. But with the season championship in hand right now, needing just the top 5 to secure that season hardware, Janik and the pit crew have a little bit of wiggle room. He's going to gain a position and take that second spot away from Nicholas Wing, who's going to fall back to third now. So Janik making some headway. A little less than a second faster this last time around the track. So Todd Cray continuing to give up a little bit of time. When will we see Todd come back down to pit road? He came down to pit road, one of your first drivers to pit lane, back on lap 30. So he is 20 laps into this green flag run. Is still laying down some super fast laps. 34.71 last time around. Fastest man on the track. 33.82 for Janikin. So already losing a little bit of that ground. No longer over a second quicker than Cray. Man, even though Todd's got this strategy right, came to pit road, lap number 30. If he comes to pit road on, let's call it lap number 70, that's still not going to be enough to get to the end. Todd may have to stretch this second and third run out to get to the end. So it looks like fuel strategy may be the biggest factor, may be the biggest key here tonight at the Vice City 180 with the ASMR Hauck Designs Xfinitty Series. Want to give a big shout out to Hauck Designs coming back on board here, supporting and being the title sponsor for the American Zen Motor Racing League, bringing you these great Xfinity machines week in, week out. If you're looking for a wrap, you need a livery, you try to get the freshest driver suit you can find, get up Hauck Designs. What was over a 20-second advantage for Todd Cray is now under 16 as Clark Janikin continuing to reel it in. But will it be a little too late by the time this thing is over? Cody Schultz and Derek Moore going to go at it. Only battle on track. Let's watch this one unfold for a handful of laps. Above turn 2 and down the backstretch into turn number 3, we roll. And what a race, what a night right here from Homestead, Miami Speedway. Todd Cray continuing to show the way. 14-second advantage for Clark Janikin as we take a look at the backstretch as the lights begin to come on. Drivers still battling out there on track. Cody Schultz able to take that third position away from Derek Moore, who is fighting for all it's worth in just a handful of laps. His championship run will be done. Fighting hard on the bottom of the racetrack, looking for that third and final position on the podium here tonight. He may not be able to walk away with the season hardware, but still trying to finish things off on the good foot. Derek Moore sitting in fourth, hounding the number 5 of Cody Schultz, who's looking to take and walk away with the top 5 in the overall point standings. We've got another battle beginning to unfold. Looks like Nicholas Wing and Kyle Munson, they're going after each other on the racetrack, just a handful of laps away from the halfway point. So what do you say? We go ahead and give it to you a little bit early here tonight. We begin with your driver highlights for your mid-race report, your driver rundown, the man that walked away with the final Davis Spears Design Pole Award behind the wheel of this 21 machine. Todd Cray shows the way, leading the most laps here tonight. Fastest lap of the race in his back pocket as well, so Cray looks to get back to his winning ways. Man sitting in second here tonight started back in the third position for the final time here in season number 2, staying out with a long stint for the first green flag cycle, the Las Vegas native. Now in control of his destiny, sitting top of the leaderboard in the overall point standings, Clark Jenikin runs in second. Man sitting in third, up 2 spots from where he qualified tonight, behind the wheel of that Amsoil 16 Ford Mustang. Derek Moore had that outside opportunity, that outside chance to walk away with the season hardware, but it's going to come up a little bit short. Needed to lead the most laps in, get the race win, or snatch the pole and get the race win. Unfortunately, he's not going to have the pole point, and he is not going to lead the most laps here tonight. Derek Moore looks to try to bring it home. Second in the points, third on track. Cody Schultz back in fourth. He's going to round out drivers at the top of the point standings, looking to secure a top 5 in the overall point standings, and that's going to do it for your driver highlights as we see Todd Cray bid from the race lead once again on cue like clockwork. 30 laps in, and Cray going to come right back to pit road. And the 27 of Janikin will reassume the race lead. Finishing out the mid-race report here, 15 drivers made their way to the starting grid. We have still got 14 out on track, but only 10 left on the lead lap. Clark Janikin with a 4-second advantage over Derek Moore. Moore with a 1.5-second advantage over Cody Schultz. A big 6-second gap back to Kyle Munson. So large chunks of leads between drivers on track as we run right now. Todd Cray was able to come to pit road and get back out without losing a lap, and that is going to be big. And that is going to be a huge factor coming to the second half of tonight's race. If you remember the first round of green flag pit stops, Todd Cray did go 1 lap down, had to fight around race leader Janikin to get himself back on the lead lap. But this time around, a little bit bigger lead. Cray able to keep himself on the lead lap, and this is going to spell trouble for the field. Drivers looking for a top 5, looking to try to keep themselves on the lead lap. When it's all said and done, handful of guys, they're going to need a little bit of help from a caution. We'll see if we get it here tonight. We have been clean and green for over half of the night here tonight from Homestead Miami Speedway. You're watching the Vice City 180 Championship Night right here with the ASMR Hauck Designs Xfinity Series. '99 of Nicholas Wing gonna bring his machine to Penn Road. We're gonna jump around the track just a little bit. There you can see the remains of the front clip of that 404 of Dave Gage. Trouble in straight to Penn Road for Gage. After a little bit of contact with the outside wall, looks like crew members elected to go ahead and just take that front clip off, just the nose clip really. Still has that roll bar, still has the hood. Not quite looking like a modified yet. Coro way up the track. He's going to keep it out of the outside wall. Race leader Clark Janik going to take the position away. Now only 8 drivers remaining on the lead lap. And really here, if we're looking at the trends of tonight's race, Clark staying out 43 laps in that initial run, so in theory, he's going to be looking to stop in about another 15 laps or so. Another 15 laps, that's still a lot of time to be giving up over a second, giving up this latest time around from Janikin to Cray. You can see that time just rapidly going down. Over 24 seconds when the lap started. Todd Cray almost under 23. Up the track goes the 38 of Zach Miller. Nicholas Swing going to take that position away, move the 99 into the 10th spot. Not going to be much of a fight there for Nicholas Swing to take the track position away from that 404 of Gage, who has got to be struggling behind the wheel with no front clip right now. Gage struggles to get off of turn 4. He'll keep it at the bottom of the racetrack. To the high side goes Wing, and around and clear. Nicholas Wing continues his charge to the front, up 3 positions from where he qualified here tonight. The 99 now rounds out your top 10. Yeah, and AJ out there watching in the chat, we do appreciate you joining us here tonight, watching all of the great championship action here from Homestead Miami Speedway. Gage had a little bit of trouble. We didn't get to catch it on camera. It was a little bit off in such a quick moment. Immediately straight down the pit road. I would expect the car getting a little bit loose out from under him. A little bit of contact with the outside wall through 3 and 4 and straight to pit road. Gage tried to fix that thing up as fast as he could, but a lengthy stay over a 2-minute stay on pit road. And that has put Gage pretty much out of the running order for the rest of the night. Same kind of deal with Christian Abbasi. We've seen the contact between Northcutt and Abbasi, and then Abbasi into the outside wall, all in that same incident, but another moment after that, and he went directly to pit road as well. And still down there thrashing away on that machine for over 25 minutes now. That is a never say die attitude. Abbasi looking to get back on track, even though his shot for a season championship has been shot. Good to see you checking in out there, Jess. Todd Cray has been absolutely lights out once again, as we have come accustomed to from time to time, week in, week out. We see this 21 unload quick, have a ton of race speed. A little off cycle with his pit stops has got him sitting outside of the top 5. now battling for that 5th position, and he will take it away with the advantage of the fresh tires. The PR Taco Palace and Margarita Bar. Pits for Paradise 21 Machine of Gray takes over 5th as he continues to charge right back to the front. But as we were saying, about a 14 to 15 lap difference on the pit cycles has put him behind on the speed charts, or behind on the stopwatch for the moment. But he's going to reel these guys in quick. And again, Janikin, Moore, Schultz, Munson, all yet to make their second pit stop of the night. And I think these guys are going to look for a 2-stopper, where Todd Crane may be looking at a 3rd stop for a splash of fuel. We're trying to do some of the math, and I still don't think he can make it all the way to the end. I think Crane's going to be about 10 laps short when it comes to the fuel mileage. So we're going to keep our eye on this Woody 1, but as we've already stated here, during this long...
This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic, real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $400,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
We're going to cut the commercial short as we continue green flag action. Get me away from the track long enough, in our opinion, so we're going to cut the sponsor commercial short. Give them a little bit of refund. We'll keep this thing rolling here tonight from Homestead, Miami Speedway. But started off under sunlight, now ends under the lights. Todd Crane continuing that charge back to the front, now under 12 seconds behind race leader Clark Janikin, who has still got to make his second stop of the night. Janikin continues to stay out on track, continues to put drivers one lap down, and now Michael Overstreet listed in 5th, your final driver on the lead lap. As we've mentioned several times, there's a lot on the line for a handful of drivers here tonight. It's not just about that overall points championship battle that has been all but sewed up by this man on screen behind the wheel of that mentality, number 27 Toyota Supra. Janikin holds his own destiny in his hands. So now it looks like with, with the Botti's crew calling it quits on the repairs. Janikin, he's got to finish at least 10th here tonight to sew up that overall points championship as he comes to pit road for the second and what could be final time of the night. He'll hand over that race lead once again to Todd Gray, and just look at the advantage grow right here. Charles Northcutt sitting in second, yet to make his second stop of the night. Michael Overstreet in the 39, back onto the lead lap, but listed with at least one more pit stop to go under his bed. Big moment there for Cray. Big moment in the dirty air behind that 16 machine of Derek Moore. Final driver listed on the lead lap. Moore just to pit road 3 laps ago, so he's got a ton of grip underneath him in that Amsoil 16 fast forward Mustang. Cody Schultz right behind him, listed as the first driver 1 lap down in the lucky dog position. Keeping an eye on Clark Janik, and there you can see him 28 seconds back. Just about a half of the pit road delta, but that time's going to dissipate rather quickly. And we're going to keep our eye on this timing and scoring here. Todd Crane last time around will get a better picture of it this next time by 34.97. Cody Schultz right on the rear bumper. Little bit of contact. In an early pit this time. Todd Crane realizing the faults are in the pit strategy, and he's going to come right to pit road, but a little bit of contact. Oh boy, this is going to get good. Charles Northcutt heading to pit road as well. Michael Overstreet looks to take over the race lead. Michael Overstreet for the lead for the first time here tonight. The 39 takes control of the race. Clark Janik moves into second. Derek Moore, Doug Argerbright, Nicholas Wing all going to pass on Todd Gray. Here comes Cody Schultz. He's going to leapfrog Gray as he makes his way off of pit road. The 8 of Kyle Munson also going to make the pass. So with Overstreet and Argerbright still to come to pit road, that's going to be at least 2 positions that Craig can pick up. Oh man, this is about a 14-second deficit from Janikin back to Craig. We assume that may be the battle for the race win. But still a decent amount of time remaining here tonight. Still just over 30 laps remain. In the Vice City 180 for the ASMR Hauck Designs Xfinitty Series, as your race leader comes to pit road, that will hand the lead back over this man right here. Clark Janik will reassume the race lead, and he's got himself a 6-second advantage over Derek Moore, who's already made his final stop of the night. Todd Craig can leapfrog his way back into 5th, now sitting 13.5 seconds back from race leader. It's going to be a matter of how much quicker lap by lap that Craig truly is, with just about 31, 32 laps remaining. Craig does have enough time to get there, but is he going to be quick enough? Last time around, only 2/10 faster than Janikin, who leads tonight's race. Back down the backstretch and into turn 3 once again. We'll begin lap number 90 this latest time around. And while we've got your attention, while you're here, while you're at it, if you haven't already, show these drivers that love and appreciation for the final time here in season number 2 with the ASMR Hauck Designs Xfinitty Series. Go ahead and join us in that push to 3,000 subscribers. Drop these drivers that thumbs up, click subscribe, and smash that bell over there with the right-hand side. Get notified anytime we go live here on the Turn 3 Racing Network, whether it's myself, Dave of the Cave, or anybody else back at the Turn 3 headquarters. We do appreciate each and every one of you, each and every time you stop by, whether you're sliding in to say hey or you are one of our dedicated fans, friends, family, or one of the many sponsors across the many wonderful and great leagues that make it all happen. Again, without you, there would be no us. But while we've got you, while you're here enjoying some great championship night racing here from Homestead Miami Speedway, go ahead and show these drivers that love and drop that thumbs up. So Todd Cray, 3/10 faster than race leader Clark Janikin. He is reeling him in, but time is slowly running out. Cray is going to have to pick up the pace just a little bit. He's got himself, looks to be about 4 lap fresher tires than race leader Clark Janikin, so the differential not as significant as we've seen over the course of the first 2 green flag pit cycles. But Cray does have a little bit of that speed backing his chances and opportunities, trying to close in on the 5 of Cody Schultz, who rounds out your podium here tonight. I tell you what, we're going to go back to Todd Cray. What do you say we take a look and watch this 21 work his way through the field? He's the only driver within striking distance of picking up a position on the racetrack as we work our way around Homestead Miami Speedway down here in Dade County, Florida. The lap number 93 on the board, 94 when we cross the line this time around. Janikin already across the line to 34. 20 by race leader. We'll see what the speed says for Cray. 33, 82, almost 4/10 faster. Though he is catching him, but it is very slowly. And looking to take the podium spot away from Cody Schultz. Todd Cray to close right in on his rear bumper. Now look to the inside. A little bit of side draft down the front stretch as they cross the line. And dropping straight down to the bottom of the racetrack. Catfishing here from Homestead, taking that 3rd and final podium spot away from Derek Moore. Move Todd Cray back to 3rd. Well, race fans, a little anticlimactic here tonight as the overall points decided early. Trouble for the Red Mist Podcast 45 machine of Christian Abati put him down onto pit road for quite a long time and eventually succumbed to the damage. The 45 out of the race, the only driver listed down and out of the race here tonight. And Abati came into tonight's race in control of his own destiny, leading by 4 points, but unfortunate circumstances watched that championship potential go straight out the window. Clark Janikin at that moment pretty much just had to worry about finishing 5 spots in front of Derek Moore to keep himself in front of Moore in the season championship. And he has not let us down one bit. Man at the front of the field, continuing to show the way, knocking on the door of the leading the most laps led here tonight. Clark Janikin has taken the opportunity and walked away with this thing. Todd Cray a little off on the pit cycle strategies, starting to reel Janikin in a little bit quicker over the course of these past 3 to 4 laps, but still not quite enough. I just don't think he's going to get there. About 3.5 seconds for Cray to catch up to Derek Moore, but it's still going to be quite an ask. Even with 21 laps to go as we cross the line this time around, still a pretty tall task and a pretty big ask for Cray to make up a little over 10.5 seconds over the course of these next 21 laps. Back through the corner. Off of turn 4, continuing to show the way, the mentality. Number 27 of Clark Jenikin looks to walk away with the checkered flag for the final time in season number 2, but more importantly, raise that season hardware and walk away as your overall season champion. 39 with fresh tires, looking to the high side. Michael Overstreet will get himself back onto the lead lap. It's just a matter of time. Much fresher Goodyears on that 39. You can see him put the power down and just scoot right around your race leader to get himself back onto the lead lap. Drag race to the line. And back on the lead lap is the 39. With Overstreet getting his lap back the good old-fashioned way, 20 laps remaining. That's going to leave us with 7 drivers on the lead lap here tonight. Clark Jenikin shows Derek Moore, Todd Cray, Cody Schulten, Kyle Mutton how to get around the track. That's going to be your top 5. Charles Northcutt, Michael Overstreet. Final drivers on your lead lap with Argerbright, Coro, and Shear rounding out your top 10. Not a whole lot to speak of. No real battles out there on the track. Todd Crank continued to close in on Derek Moore, but neither of these drivers are really catching Jenikin. We're going to keep a look at the stopwatch here. Jenikin makes his way off of 4 back across the stripe. 18 to go. 34:60 lap time for your race leader. Derek Moore can cross the line with a 34:70. Todd Cray faster than everybody. 34:53, still going to be about a 2/10 faster than race leader Clark Jenikin, but that is not going to do it. That is not going to be enough. Zach Miller looking to close in on Nicholas Wing, take over the 11th position. This is a battle of drivers 2 laps down for the time being. The 213 somewhere 38 machine of Zach Miller looking to get his Supra a little closer to the top 10. Got to get around Nicholas Wing first, and then they can set their eyes on Jeremy Shear in that Circle Water 15 Ford Mustang. Circle Water your way. Back at the front, race leader continuing to run right into tire tracks. Work his way off of turn number 4. Overstreet utilizing just a little bit of line through 1 and 2. As drivers now head to 3 and 4. Jenikin unrelenting on the gas. He could give in, give up just a little bit, taking it easy over the course of these next 15 laps. But we can already see the driver's mentality, and that is, I ain't giving you anything for free. Make it hard for Derek Moore as well as Todd Cray to take that top spot away. And Jenikin going to continue. And the track going down the backstretch and back into turn 3. We roll. Jenikin shows the way by 7.5 seconds. Another almost 2 seconds back to Todd Cray sitting in 3rd. So a historic season on so many different horizons. Todd Cray walking away with the most wins in league history in a season, but unable to secure a championship by missing a handful of races in a big race last week from Cray. A really kind of, well, it finally took its toll. We were looking for a way to maybe say it a little nicer, but I believe that's going to be the fourth missed race of the season, coming at one of the most inopportune times. Pretty much shut down the run back to the front. The overall points lead for that 21 PR Tacos Palace and Margarita Bar. Chevy Camaro sitting in third. His Toyota teammate, how awkward is that to say? His teammate riding in a Toyota. Looking to carry the banner. Todd Cray, last season's champion. He's going to finish inside the top 10 this season. But definitely a season of what could have been for that 21 machine. Janik going to close in. If he can close this thing out, he's going to walk away with 5 race wins on the season, right on the heels of his teammate. Just think about that, race fans. Between two teammates, 11 wins on a 15 race season. That is absolutely phenomenal, and one of the biggest dominating performances out of a race team that we've seen in our many seasons here with the ASMR Hauck Designs Xfinity Series. Yes, we say season number 2, but that's just behind the wheel of these Xfinity machines. These guys have cut it up in the Cup cars. They've cut it up in the trucks as well. 7 going on 8 years strong. And now for the ASMR Hauck Designs Xfinity Series. So a great group, great run. And it's all coming to a close here tonight. 10 laps remain in the Vice City 180 right here from Homestead, Miami Speedway. Under the lights, we will crown a champion, and it looks like it very well may be your race winner. Little look around the track. We'll check in with a handful of drivers. Still see heavy damage on Dave Gage. There's a little look at Derek Moore sitting in that second position. He does have Todd Craig closing in the background. 38 of Zach Miller listed 2 laps down, running in the 12th position as we go with 9 laps remaining. Clark Janikin continuing to eyeball that checkered flag. You know, race fans, we've gotta think about this. I haven't really brought it up much over the course of this run. How about this? We are less than 15 miles away from seeing a flag-to-flag race, clean and green, all night long here from Homestead, Miami Speedway. 7 laps to go when we cross the line this time around. My goodness, that is a feat all unto itself. What a run from everybody out there tonight. Sure, there was some contact. Sure, there was some trouble as we see the 404 missing that front clip. Now no hood at all. Really looking like a modified as he crosses the line. Still multiple laps down. He's going to fall a 6th, maybe a 7th lap down by the end of this thing. Man, that just... Again, it just shows the level of professionalism, talent, speed, if you will. Out of that 21 stable, out of that 27 stable, the Team Taco Racing guys, just stellar performances week in, week out. The only other man to go to victory lane this season was Christian Abati. Otherwise, you're looking at a clean sweep of wins. 10-second advantage now for Clark Jenikin over Derek Moore. As he works his way off of turn 4, we'll have 4 to go this time by. Four laps remaining, less than 10 miles of racing action remaining here in the Hauck Designs Xfinity Series. And Clark Jenikin at one point in time, down and out on himself, didn't feel like he had any real chance at walking away with the season hardware. And my, how things have changed, rattling off a handful of wins here coming to the end of the season. And with 3 to go, Jenikin looks to be crowned the new king of the Hauck Designs Xfinity Series. And do so in pretty dominant fashion, really. I mean, it's been a dominating performance from two drivers. If you've ever heard such a thing, Todd Gray, lights out. Got a little bit off strategy with the pit cycle, and that has put him in the position that he's in, running in third, 11.5 seconds back. But Jenikin, unblinking, unrelenting, and unforgiving here tonight from Homestead Miami Speedway. Popsicle sticks on display for race leader. 2 laps remain, 1.5 as we make our way down the backstretch and back to turn 3. Out of 4 and across the line, white flag flies. Final lap here tonight from Homestead Miami Speedway in the Vice City. A 180 brought to you by ASMR Hauck Designs Xfinity Series. Want to give a big shout out again to title and series sponsor Hauck Designs. Big shout out to Bud Kicker as well as David Spears Designs. Into 3 for the final time. Ready to capture the final checkered flag of the season, and here he is working his way off of 4. Race winner and season champion Clark Jenikin will capture the flag here tonight. What a run by Jenikin, as Derek Moore going to bring home that second position, and Todd Gray will finish things out in third. What a run, what a night. This man right here gets the job done. Man probably couldn't be happier behind the wheel and underneath the helmet right now. Clark Jenikin, just loving every minute of it. He's going to do a full speed, full down lap before he brings it to a crawl. Going to have himself a bit of a post-race celebration. Winning the race, winning the championship. Right here from Homestead, the 27 mentality. Denise Designs, Red Sim Design, PPM, TTP. Racing driver Jenikin gets the job done. What a run! As the fans in the stands enjoy a smoke show, we're going to step away for just a brief moment, get things set up and ready for your post-race interviews. Don't go anywhere, race fans. We'll be right back. In back trackside at the conclusion of tonight's Vice City 180 right here from Homestead, Miami Speedway. And we're going to dive right into your post race interviews. Let's see if we can't dial up and have a few words with one of the favorite drivers out there with a big shot at it here tonight. Just coming up a little bit short on the strategy. Let's see if we can catch up and have a few words with Todd. It's Dave. You got us?
Hey, Dave. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing pretty good. I think you could be doing a little bit better yourself, but still finishing the season off with a high note in that podium spot. Walk us through your strategy, if you don't mind. Here, was it a calculated move to be that early to pit road?
Well, we were just, I don't know, man. I was like, I was taking that lead there. I don't know. We had like 4 seconds lead, and I'm just kind of thinking there wasn't going to be any cautions. I really, my teammate there needed a point, so I decided to go off sequence and just have a little fun, man. That's all. We go for the wins, and but sometimes, championship night, want to keep the broadcast, having some fun, and yeah, I think we had a shot at it, but like I said, we took a little damage there trying to get to our pit. So I think that really hurt me. But who knows? I could have stayed out a little longer and had that 30 laps of fresher tires, but we were having fun. I mean, it was Clark's night. He was up for the championship, and after the 45 had some bad luck. You know, it was just fun. That's all. I was trying to. I had a fast car, no doubt about it, and I felt like I had the best car, and just wanted to mix it up a little bit, have some fun.
Well, we'll second that. We think you had the best car here tonight. In my personal opinion, not finishing where it should. Still finishing well, though. Don't get me wrong. But on another note, Todd, a historic season for you and the 21 crew. You're going to walk away from the season inside of the top 10 in the points after missing a handful of races, but walk away with the most wins in the ASMR single season. So you got something to still hang your hat about here tonight. So with that all being said, for the final time here in season number 2, we're going to mute ourselves, and the mic is yours.
ASMR, Team Taco, the guys. Like I said, Clark on championship. You guys, Turn 3 Racing Network. Always fun to talk to you and for your support for the league. And yeah, I don't know how happy Jess is going to be with me after my pit stop strategy tonight. So I'll have to probably talk that out either later tonight or tomorrow. So have some work to do there. But, Jess and Trixie for, checking in every week, watching us, my main fans here in New Jersey, and, Dave and everybody else who puts the show on here. It's a fun league. And, yeah, congrats to Clark. And, yeah, 6 wins. We go for the wins all the time. And, like I said, we had a little fun tonight, and we'll take it home third.
Well, Todd, again, congratulations on the historic run. Came up a little bit shy here tonight, a little bit shy in the point standings, but nonetheless, absolute stellar performance over the course of the season. And as always, until next time, my friend, stay safe and keep it fast.
All right. Thank you, Dave. Have a great night, buddy.
All right, there you go. Final words for the final time in season number 2 for the man behind the PR Tacos Palace, Margarita Bar number 21 machine, Todd Cray. Still happy to walk away where he did. Still a lot of accolades to rack up for that. For season number 2. What a run all season long, really. And that's going to move us right along in the standings and in our finishing order. Let's see if we can't grab a handful of words with the man that finished second here tonight, gave it his all behind the wheel of that AMSOIL 16 machine. Derek, it's Dave. You got us?
I got you, Dave. How's it going?
Pretty good, pretty good. How you doing yourself? I mean, a great finish here tonight. You walk away second. Not quite sure how the point standings are going to run down, but it's going to be pretty close to you maybe taking over that second position in the point standings at the end of this thing as well. So overall, first and foremost, congratulations on a great year and finishing it off with yet another great run.
Thanks. I wouldn't call it great. It was looking good for a while, but man, I had a few rough races, and then after Rockingham, sat on pole, led the most laps, and then just got caught up in a couple messes, partly my own doing, and that just kind of deflated me and kind of unraveled my whole points run. Even without a win, I would have been in with a shot for the championship. But I came in to these last two races trying to just get some good finishes and maybe win one. But I don't know. Clark and Todd are just on another planet here. So yeah, I just try to keep up, and somehow pulled a second out of my butt.
Well, man, they may be aliens, but, we're finally admitting there's UFOs out there, so still a chance to catch them.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe next season we'll see. This track, these last couple tracks definitely fell into Clark's, his bread and butter. These big, fast, kind of technical tracks. He's definitely, I think, got more seat time and just knows how to run them better. I think I got away with them having some bad races early in the season and kind of gave me the points lead early, and then I just had my bad races late and just brought it back. So yeah, every race is a learning experience. So hopefully we come back next season and maybe can actually win one.
Well, Derek, man, don't get too down on yourself. As we said, man, a fantastic season. I mean, not where you wanted to finish. You may be down on yourself, but the fans, and including myself, you gave us I'm just gonna say you gave us a hell of a run and a hell of a storyline coming down to these last few races of the season. So, nothing to be ashamed about, nothing to hang your head about, man. A fantastic run for you and your crew. But for the final time here in season number 2, would you like to give any shout outs, thank yous, love yous?
I'll thank the teammates. Joe Wormter did a few races here, and then Andy his first season, and Christian his first season almost won it. If it wasn't for some bad luck tonight, he would have had a chance. And thank you for broadcasting, and thank all the admins for putting this on and running a tight ship. And I just looking forward to next season.
All right, my man. Well, we'll let you ride off into the sunset. But as always, it's been a pleasure. Stay safe and keep it fast. All right, there you have it. Final words in season number 2 for Derek Moore. He'll finish second here tonight. Looks like a close second place finish, but definitely going to walk away with the top 3 in the overall point standing. Still a fantastic year, but a little bit dejected and a little down on himself. Don't count that man out. You haven't seen the last of Derek, and I promise you next season he's going to be one of the drivers you're going to have to look out for. And we're going to move on now. We're going to get to the overall race winner here tonight, and we'll get a few words in with Clark Jenikin in Victory Lane. Let's see if we can work our way past some of the reporters and push our way through. And there you go, finally breaking into Victory Lane here to get a word with not only your race winner, but your Season 2 champion, Clark. How good's it feel to wrap things up with a race win?
It feels pretty good, man. That was that was a fun race there. I kind of drove scared the whole night, just trying not to wreck it, but we'll take it.
Well, your competitor, early trouble here tonight on pit road, and unfortunately never had the chance to get back out there to really mix things up with you. But Todd, lights out quick in the beginning. A little off sequence. Were you worried at all that maybe that strategy was going to pan out for him?
Oh, of course. It's Todd Cray. He's the best in the business. Yeah, I think he got some damage there on his last pit entry, and that hurt. So I hated that. I would have had a blast racing with him, but we were just doing something to have fun, doing something a little different. We saw Abate got hurt early, and I hate that for him because he was great all season, man. He deserved a fair shot at this. It sucks that he didn't get that, but like I said, I'll take it.
Well, there's a reason why we race so many times, and sometimes things out of your hands can take you out of race winning performances. Sometimes it can end your season and championship hopes. Unfortunately, here tonight it happened for Christian, but on the flip side of that coin, everything kind of seemed to fall in place for you here tonight. So you're going to be crowned the new king of the Xfinity Series, taking that spot away from your teammates. So maybe a little bit of bragging rights back at the headquarters, huh?
Yep, it's me and Todd will always go back and forth with it. And it's good to be a champion again. But man, I just do this for fun. I wouldn't have cared if I got second or third or fourth in the title standings. As long as I'm out there having fun with my buddies in chat, enjoying the time, that's really what it's about.
Well, man, I know they enjoyed racing with you this season. We enjoyed watching you out there on track. The fans in TV land have enjoyed watching you guys duke it out week after week, track after track. So, again, congratulations with everything you accomplished throughout the season. 5th race win, I believe it is, on the season. So, congratulations on that 5th win. But more importantly, sealing the deal here tonight, raising that season championship. So, congratulations with everything that went down here from Homestead. So for the final time, would you like to give any shout-outs, thank yous, love yous?
Yeah, appreciate your broadcast and all the admins that make this thing happen. All the guys on TTB, Todd, Dave. It's been a great season. PR's Taco Palace, Mentality, awesome clothing brand for the gym. If you're into fitness, definitely check them out. And all the guys at PPM, appreciate all their help.
All right, well, again, my man, always a pleasure to catch up with you at the end of these things. Congratulations on your season championship. And as always, stay safe and keep it fast.
Appreciate it.
All right, there you have it. Heard it from the man himself. Clark Janikin will take the trophies, but he's more out to just mix it up and have some good fun with the good old boys out there on the track. And he's going to walk away with a big smile tonight. 5th checkered flag in hand. And the season championship hardware in his back pocket. What a run. What a night for Clark Janikin here in the Vice City. 180 from Homestead, Miami Speedway. What a night for us, as we're going to close the doors on season number 2 for the final time. You can hear producers hitting those buttons in the background. So let's give you your final unofficial race results. Walking away with the race win behind the wheel of that Mentality number 27 machine, Clark Janikin wins the race and captures that season trophy. Derek Moore's going to bring that Amsoil 16 machine home in second, with Todd Cray rounding out your podium drivers tonight. Kyle Munson with a great finish here tonight, the Spectrum number 8. Ford Mustang will finish in 4th. Cody Schultz of the 5 Mountain Land Supply Company Mustang will finish out your top 5. Sliding home in 6th, the 67 Eagles sponsored machine of Charles Northcutt. Michael Overstreet back in 7th, with Doug Arga Bright in 8th. 91 of Patrick Coro comes home in 9th. And the OG Circle Water 15. Your water, your way. Jeremy Shear will round out your top 10. Nicholas Wing 11th on the night, with Zach Miller back in 12th. Andrew McConville going to finish off his season in 13th. Dave Gage with a rough go, no front clip. He's going to ride around like a Will and modified for the majority of the night, but still walk away 14th. The man that finishes out the 15 car field here tonight from Homestead Miami Speedway, Heartbreak for Christian Abati, as he had a chance for the season championship. Watched it go away early in a tough break. He'll be looking forward to next season, and that's going to do it for your 15 car rundown. That's going to be all for season number 2 here with the ASMR Hauck Designs Xfinity Series. So while you're here, and for the final time this season, show these drivers some love and appreciation and drop that thumbs up. Remember to join us in the push to 3,000 subscribers. Show these drivers that love and appreciation and join us in that push to 3,000 subscribers. Drop the drivers a thumbs up, click subscribe, smash that bell. Get notified anytime we go live. And for the final time here from Homestead, stay safe, stay loved, my friends, and until next time, we'll meet you in turn 3.